game is tied at 1. Brian Hunter pinch running at second. Damon Berryhill deep to right center. Bale goes back and can't get it. Hunter easily scores from second. Braves win it 2-1. Greg Maddux gets his 100th.
One RBI all season for Hunter. Make it 2. The liner drops in. Nixon, perhaps a last celebration with the Braves. 6-5 Atlanta.
1 out facing Brian Hunter. And Hunter does what he has to do. Hits the fly ball. Darren Jackson, the catch, has a shot at catching Jeff Blauser. But what's going on? Why did Eddie Murray cut off that throw? Met fans are wondering that. 2-1, Braves celebrate.
Doug Jones with 2 out and 2 on. Damon Berryhill to first. Off Bagwell's glove. Biggio will throw home. It'll be in time. It will not. And the Braves beat the Stros by a score of 6-5.
Slump, the miserable series they had over the weekend, that is gone too. In the ninth, tied at 2. Gant on third. Olsen, the fly to center. Chris Jones, the catch. Here comes Gant. The head first slide. Yeah, the slump is over.
And Matt Turner, with the bases loaded against Ron Gant, never pitches. Balk. Oh, man, you're going to lose a game on July 4th on a balk? It's true. The Braves win it on a balk as Sanders scores.
Dodgers lead 4-3. Bottom 12, it's 4-all. 1 out, bases loaded. Gant to center, and it is enough to score. Mark Lemke. Braves win it 5-4. Great block of the plate, but to no avail.
First pitch to Ron Gant.
Necessarily the dibble from 93. Rip to left. This is going to go to the corner. It's over the fence. It's gone. It's gone. The Braves win. They win it. I don't believe it.
Well, you can believe it, Chris. Ron Gant taking the home run trot. Everybody out of the dugout to greet us. Loaded with 2 outs. Blauser, could he beat the throw to the bag at the infield hit? The game be over? Yes. The pitcher can't get there in time. Pacoda scores. Braves win it again, 3-2.
Greg McMichael, first blown save opportunity in 16 tries for Mac. But we go to the 10th, and there is the hero, Ron Gant. Drives one over the center fielder's head. Otis Nixon scores from second with the winning run. Ron Gant, again, is Mr. Clutch. 17 RBIs in his last 6 games.
Rasmussen to the plate. Bain swings a line drive into left field. Coming around third to score is Brady Anderson, and the Orioles have won 4-3. Harold Baines reaches base for the 12th consecutive time, and the Orioles win it in the bottom of the 9th.
Still tied at 4, bottom of the 14th. Bases loaded, 1 out, a lot of zeros. Carlos Maldonado, Harold Reynolds. Deep enough to score the run, finally. And the Orioles win this one by a score of 5-4. Orioles left 17 men.
The 7th. In the right field, base hit, Devereaux around third. Buhner's throwing to the plate. Devereaux safe.
The Orioles win it 7-6.
McLemore at third, 1 out. Mike Devereaux, the fly to right. And McLemore, who deserves some MVP votes, considering what he has added to this team this year. Testing Kirby's arm. Glad he did. O's win it 7-6, 7th consecutive.
And into the 12th, Mark McLemore, the hit to left off Craig Lefferts. Jack Voigt scores. So the O's win it by a score of 6-5 in 12 innings. So after the 8
On to extra innings, scored tied at 3 in the 13th. Jeff Richardson, in just his 3rd at-bat of the year, comes through with a double. Glenn Allen Hill has all sorts of trouble in the corner. Gives Scott Fletcher enough time to score the game-winning run. The Sox win it 4-3.
And this would be John Valentin making the rookie Gary Bronchi pay. I do have Bronchi problems. Pinch runner Tony Pena scores. What's wrong with that sentence? The Sox win 6-5.
Persistency will pay off in the 9th. Bases are loaded. Scott Cooper rips one up the middle. Hardly rips one, but it gets through, and it works as 2 come in. That's all they needed. How'd that get through? Red Sox 4, Brewers 3.
For the 3rd, Scott Fletcher, a bouncer toward the middle. Rod Correa nowhere to go. Cooper scores, and the Red Sox win another tight one, 2-1.
And a drive deep to left. He hit this one well, and it's gone. And line first pitch down the left field line. If it stays fair, the game's over. And the game's over. Salmon comes around to score, and the Angels win 7-6.
Davis to left field and deep. Back to the wall goes Raines. It's gone. California wins.
And delivers a base hit to right field, easily rounding third, and will score without drawing a throw. Pitch to Salmon, runners go. Salmon, base hit right field, rounding third. Polonia up with the ball, Calder on, and the Angels are going to do it again. They beat the Red Sox.
And a base hit into right for Eastley. That scores Davis, and this game is over.
The two-strike pitch. Hit deep, left center. It's over, it's a hit. The Angels win another thriller in 14 innings.
Trying to cut down the winning run. There's a drive to left. Perez has just won the game for the Angels.
2-2 pitch. And it's a wild pitch that's going to end the ball game. He winds and delivers. Chili cracks one to right center field. That could go. It is gone. A home run. Chili Davis wins the ball game. And the Angels win 7-6.
Martinez tying the game at 1, and then in the bottom of the 10th, Ray Sanchez pinch hitting off Jim Gott through the drawn-in infield, and the Cubs in a crazy go-nuts kind of victory.
Bottom of the 10th, each team scored. Bottom of the 11th, we're still tied. 2 on. Tim Mauser to Vizcaíno to right field. Win looking. Cubs winning this thrilling game. 9-6 in 11.
And with the bases loaded, tie game, bottom of the 11th. There it goes. Rick Wilkins, 0 for 15 against Philly pitching for the year, 1 for 16. And there's the drive, Harry, and it wins the game by a count of 10-6.
Around to the right as Sachs takes off. Here's a shot. That's extra base. Come on. Come on, here comes Sachs. Sachs is rounded third. He's going to score. Here comes Sachs. He does score, and the Sox win it 4-3. Yes. There's a base hit into center field. Ozzie will score, and the Sox win it 6-5. George Bell picks up his 5th RBI of the season. There's a shot. Stay fair. Yes, it is. Joey Cora rounding second, heading into third. They're waving him around. Here he comes. He'll score. Sox win it 5-4. Yes. Ground ball. Base hit right side. Big Frank scores, and the Sox win it 3-2 on a single by Lance Johnson. Yeah.
Thomason delivers, and Bo whacks it to left field. Vaughn's gonna, no, he drops the ball. Thomas scores, the White Sox win. Bo Jackson's 4th hit of the night.
There's a shot. Base hit by Warren Newson. Lance Johnson scores, and the Sox reduce their magic number to 3 as they win it 5-4.
Was tied at 4. Bottom of the 9th, bases loaded. Brumfield on his 28th birthday. Happy birthday. Bobby Kelly helps him celebrate by scoring the winning run. The Reds undefeated with Ray Knight as their hitting instructor. And they also
To 4-3. Bottom of the 9th, it's 4-all. Brian Williams pitching with the bases loaded. That's ball 4. That's the game as Larkin scores the winner, 5-4 Reds.
Send a win. They just sent trouble. Hal Morris in the 9th. Base hit. Bip Roberts scores from second, so no blown save for Dibble. A blown save, but an opportunity to get a win out of it, and his team would.
Torrey pulls Rob Murphy for Todd Burns, and Reggie Sanders hits a bullet to center. Witten, the hero in Game 2, misplays it in Game 1. 2-run score. The Reds win.
Reggie Jefferson scores. We're tied at 2. Bottom of the 9th. Oh, no. Reggie Jefferson is moving on up. It's gone. Cone and the Royals are stunned. The Tribe win it in the bottom of the 9th.
Here, the Rockies have 50. Bottom of the 10th, Jeff Reardon, Darryl Boston on third, and Dante Bichette to center. That finds the hole. Boston scores, and the celebration is on. The Rockies win it by a score of 5-4.
This is over the head of Schultz. Can't get there. The Rockies roll.
Colorado was developing a reputation for late wins against the premier closers in the National League.
Cross offline. Young scores, and the Rockies have won it on an infield hit by Chris Jones.
Called. Two batters later, when Gerald Clark sends a fly ball to center, St. Louis needs a strong throw by Ray Langford. They get the strong throw, but Bichette beats it, and the Rockies win dramatically 7-6.
Blown save in the regular season was last October. Then pinch hitter Chad Kruder doubles home. Skeeter Barnes, who scoots in for the 3-2 win. A rallying victory for the Tigers and George Lee Anderson.
Charlton on to close it down. But with a man on, bottom of the ninth, Travis Fryman. There it goes. Back to left. Back. Gone. Home run. Bottom of the ninth. The Motor City Kitties out of the dugout.
RBI single, game over, just over Mattingly's glove. Tony Phillips scores the winning run. After 27 runs in 3 games, the Yankees have
ability as a Gary Sheffield, but he plays twice as hard as anybody I've ever seen play the game. He works at it in practice. He does everything good.
My goal is to make sure that when I leave this game.
The pitch. Line drive right field. It's a base hit. Watch White. He's got a chance to score. Here's the relay. The throw to the plate. The Marlins. The win. The Marlins win. Nato double down the right field line.
Line drive. And the Florida Marlins on Richie Lewis's first major league hit win the game in the 13th inning, 5-4.
Finley on second base. Luis Gonzalez steps to the plate facing David West. Gonzalez, the base hit to right field. Finley coming around. Eisenreich's throw, not even close, and the Astros go on for the 3-2.
5-5, Mike Timlin on through the numbers. McReynolds, the shot to short. Soho prevents it from going to the outfield, but Greg Gagne doesn't break stride, hustles home, beats the high throw, and then the late tag by Borders. And Kansas City wins 6-5.
One out, runners at second and third. Chico lean off John Kiley with the infield drawn in. Wally Joyner scores the game winner.
Is safe and hustle, of course. The next batter is K-Mac. Kevin McReynolds off the DL to bring home the veteran Brett in his 433rd Major League season. Kansas City wins 5-4. The Royals save the...
Taking Darwin around the foul pole, on to extra innings where Greg Gagne, 0 for 27 against Boston this year, breaks the slump against John Dobson, scoring Wally Joyner with a game-winning hit.
Gets away, game tied at 5, bases loaded. Jerry DiPoto hits Gary Gaetti, forces in the winning run. There's some confusion, forget about it. That's it. Royals come back to win.
The wind and the 1-0 pitch. And there's a high fly ball, right field, backing up to the wall. Javier at the wall, leaps, gone! He got it out of here! He did it! He did it!
Game tied at 2, bottom of 9, Kozlowski. With Felix Jose at third, ends the game. A game-winning single, bringing home Felix Jose. 3-2, Royals win. George Brett leaves a winner. Rides off in the spotlight in his last home game.
The big spot to Dave Hansen in a pinch-hitting role. And yes, with the bases loaded, Dave Hansen goes deep for his first career Grand Slam home run. It came off Mike Jackson. It was his first home run of the season in just his 24th at-bat.
Out of the 9th inning now, game still tied at 1. Dave Hansen lines one to right. Tim Wallach comes in to score the game-winning run. 2-1 Dodgers to score at that point. The Dodgers win it by just that final score.
The fastball belted deep to left center field. Brumfield going back. It's gone!
In the 9th, Mark Wohlers, bases loaded, 1 out. Brett Butler slaps one to short. Blauser can't turn 2 on the slow tapper. Tom Goodwin scores. Bobby Cox Braves lose 2-1. The Braves off the bat of Benito Santiago would have to leave the game. X-rays coming up today. Game tied at 5, bottom of the 10th. Bill Ashley, base hit. Eric Karros come around. He will score without a slide. So the Dodgers win at 6-5.
Still 2-1. Jeff Russell to close against Bruno. Curveball. Left field. And that's a winner for the Brewers, and the Red Sox streak for Butch Hobson stopped at 10. There's no way they were going to win every game. An emotional moment for Brunansky, who's hitting a...
Darrell Hamilton on first. John Jaha at the plate. Base hit off the pitcher, off the shortstop, and into the outfield. Hamilton scores all the way from first base, and the Brewers go on for the 2-1 victory.
for a home run. Didn't happen, and the ball gets by last Parrish on a pitch out, and Knobloch scores!
Tied at 4, bottom of the 9th, runner at second, Marquise Grissom. That's his 4th hit of the day. Mike Lansing trying to score the game winner, and he does. 5-4, Montreal wins.
Extra innings, Mets. Yeah, you got it. Mike Lansing, base hit. Jeff Kent couldn't be Clark Kent. Sean Berry scores, and the Expos in 12.
At 3, bottom 10, bases loaded. 3-2 count to Mike Lansing. Fly ball to center field. Dykstra the catch. Will Lou Frazier scores? Yes, in comes Frazier. In comes Frazier.
Rob Dibble was touched up by Marquise Grissom for a bloop single that scored Lou Frazier with the winner as the Expos win their 13th game in their last 14 tries. 7 games.
The pitch. Fly ball. Center field. That'll do it. Tagging up is Grissom. Dykstra's throw will be late, and the Expos win a great game, 8-7.
2-1 pitch. Cordero rips a shot over the bag at third and down the line. Here is DeShields with a tying run. Here is Rondell White with the winning run. And the Expos have beaten the Philadelphia Phillies in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs.
Bottom of the 10th, Dave Gallagher at first, Bobby Bonilla. The other way, off Blast Minor. And the Blast wins it for the Mets 6-4. And Jeff Torborg, he takes the curtain call with his former team
in the face. But in the 9th, the Mets tie it off of Brian Harvey. Then Eddie Murray rips a shot down the right field line. Ryan Thompson was singled in the tying run on his horse, and he scores. And Anthony Young finally wins the game.
Bottom of the 10th, bases full. Count full. 2 outs. Norm Charlton walks Bernie Williams. Well, it wasn't a home run, but it counts. Yankees got 12 walks.
Wade Boggs facing Tom Bolton. Get out of here. His first home run as a Yankee. Said his teammates had been teasing him about going homerless. He goes 2 for 4 and gets the curtain call as the Yankees win it in 10.
Tied at 8, still in the 9th, 2 on, 2 out. Pat Kelly looking to play hero off Fry and does just that. Just look at the Yankee dugout. Yes, Hensley Mullen scores the game-winning run, and the Yanks pull it off. They win it.
Base hit right field. Tying run in. Here's the throw to the plate. Do you believe this? The Yankees have won it.
In the winning run, no, because Mike Stanley took care of business with the single to get Spike on home, and the Yankees win it for Buck Showalter, who pays tribute to the fans by tossing them his cap. The 10th, the A's batting with Ricky Henderson against John Havian. Blankenship aboard and get out of here. That's the game. A 2-run game-winning homer as the A's take it in 10, 9-7.
Tied at 7, 2 outs, Tom Henke. Who had not been scored upon this year. More than that, scored upon, loses the game. Brent Gates with the shot. Canseco has no chance on it. Troy Neal scores the game win.
We had 3 all of last year, then tied at 7 in the 11th, 2 out. Brent Gates continues his hitting streak. Here comes Ruben Sierra, and the A's win it 8-6.
3-0 pitch. Kruk has a green light deep to right center field. Bell is back. It's out of here. A home run for the Crucker. And the Phillies have won in 14, 4-3.
Juan Bell on third, and Minatelli's first pitch to Dave Hollins. A wild one. Bell scores the game winner, and that's it. Phillies come back from an 8-zip deficit to win the game 9-8.
He's concerned. Jordan, the bouncer for the hole. It goes through for a base hit. Thompson comes to the plate. He scores. Phillies win 2-1. Single for Ricky Jordan.
And the pitch. Swing and a base hit to left center field. Incavilia's going to score. This game is over. On an RBI hit by Mitchie Poo.
Deep to left field. Eric Davis going back. Still going back. He can't get it. It's another for Lenny Dykstra. And the Phillies are going to win this ball game. Eisenreich scores. Here's Morandini. He scores. And they win it 7-6 in 20 innings.
Away in the 9th, John Wetland's pitch to Mariano Duncan. The ground ball, and Will Cordero can't find it. Milt Thompson scores. He got on with a walk in the ninth, and it turned out to be the winning.
Now bases loaded, still bottom 9, and look what happens to Anthony Young on that. Kim Batiste, the grand slam to end it. Anthony Young deserved a lot better once again, but instead the Phillies win 9.
From the 10th, 3-3. Batiste, how quickly you can go from a goat to a hero. Kruk is on second, he's rounding third, and the Phils win 4-3 in 10 innings.
When they said he couldn't hit left-handers, Slick says, I'll do it. The game winner. Batting .300 against left-handers this year, the Bucks win it in 11. 6-5.
Batter is Don Slaught as a pinch hitter. Bases reloaded. The base hit to center, and that's the ball game. John Franco, what would happen next?
Can he come back against Kevin Young? No, he can't. See, not all of the news for guys named Young was bad. Base hit, Jay Bell scores, Buccos get 2 in the bottom of the 10th, win their Pennsylvania battle, take it 2-3.
Johnson playing the role of Pat Moran of the 1919 Reds. Rob Dibble in one of those blessed old uniforms again with the bases loaded, walks Don Slaught to score Will Pennyfeather. He doesn't rip it off this time.
Within 1. Next batter, 2 out, 3-2 pitch to Kevin Young. Kevin Young finds some room. Dave Justice goes for drama instead of playing it safe. Lloyd McClendon scores a tying run. And then here comes Dave Clark with a game-winning run. A 4-run ninth for the Pirates as they shock the Braves.
Tim Scott's on the hill. Al Martin, maybe the fastest Pirate, a chopper. Will he beat the throw from Derek White? He does. Don Slaught scores the winning run of the Pirates by 1, 3-2.
2 intentional walks to load the bases. Jeff King finishes the job, driving in Garcia with a game-winning run, and the Pirates win 5-4.
Mikado, 2-run score, Pirates up 2-1. Bottom of the 11th, tied at 3. Don Slaught, base hit to right off Luis Aquino. Dave Clark waved home, and he's in there. And the Bucks win 4-3.
The 1-0. Line drive, base hit into the gap. Snyder after it, Butler after it. It's tied, and San Diego with the throw to the plate. Will it be in time? No. A bases clearing double, and the Padres come up with 5 for the victory in the 9th.
That was an NL record. To extra innings, to the 12th, and the pitcher, Pedro Martinez, suicide squeeze with the bases loaded, and Ricky Gutierrez scores what proves to be the game-winning run in the 12th.
On the bases, it's Brad Osmus. Right back up the middle, and Gardner would score. Padres win 2-1 in 10.
Junior to instead face Bone, Jay Buhner. And Jay says, take that. Mark Williamson's pitch into left center to win the ball game as Frandovina scores the old winning run, and the Mariners beat the O's 7-6.
Those Angels and Mariners, this is the bottom of the 14th. Omar Vizquel was at bat. He singled to left center. Tino Martinez scores the game winner. Took 4 hours and 45 minutes. As I said, we're in the 14th, and Sean Hillegas crosses up Terry Steinbach, so the hero of the night is Jay Buhner. The Mariners win it 8-6.
Went into extra innings, bottom of the 11th. Darren Lewis comes through. You see, he was mad because he was intentional. McGee before him was intentionally walked. Lewis with a game-winning RBI. Mike Benjamin comes in to score the game-winning run. For
deep left. This has a chance. Giants win. The Giants win it.
Bottom of the 9th. Mike Maddox pitching. Runners at first and second. Mac Williams delivers. Couple of RBIs on the night. The 2-out single. Mike Benjamin comes plateward, and the Giants pick up the victory. Lou Frazier brings it back, but guess who does the damage in the 11th? Willie McGee at second. Bonds with a base hit, and the Giants pick up the victory by the final of 4-3. Greg Catteray walks Todd Benzinger, the former Red, and that brings in the game winner. The Giants pick up the victory.
Finish it off. Martinez off second. 1-2 pitch. Thompson hits a high drive, left field. Back to the wall goes Briley. It is gone!
What's in a name? Only drama. You think the Marlins were bumming. How do you think the Braves feel? Robbie Thompson's 2-out, 2-run home.
Home run number 13. Did he get it? He got it.
with the rain coming again. Mike Maddox loads the bases with nobody out. Luis Alicea, short fly ball. Orsolak, the usually reliable center fielder, instead couldn't get a grip on it with the rain and all that. And Geronimo Pena scores.
Bases loaded against Trevor Hoffman, the Marlins reliever. And a shot at the middle, base hit. The Marlins had held the Cards scoreless for 17 straight innings.
An 8-game hitting streak. Ground ball, fair ball. Here comes Jeffries. Zeal, the game-winning hit. Cardinals win it. Game over.
Thanks to Mark. Extra innings in the 11th. Witten wasn't finished. This one didn't go out of the park, but this was deep enough for the game-winning sacrifice fly, driving in Ozzie Smith. The Cards do it again. They always find a way. 7-6 the final. He was called upon to protect a one-run lead. Bottom of the ninth. Cards had 2 on, but Bernard Gilkey goes the opposite way, and it goes right by Jacob Brumfield. Nice try. Ozzie Smith ties it up. Todd Zeal comes in with a game-winning run as Dibble blows the save and suffers his second loss. And Dibble.
He's had a big night. Yes, we see that. And here's Gilkey taking shot the middle. Jeffries, I said he had a big night, scores the winning run, no throw from center field. And so the St. Louis Cardinals.
We went to extra innings in the 11th, 1 on for Julio Franco. And Mickey Tettleton playing left field, can't come up with it. Palmeiro scores the game winner. The Rangers come from behind, down 5.
Rodriguez gets a triple out of it. A moment later, Doug Strange pulls the ball down the line for the game-winning single. Strange is the hero as the Rangers pull out a 4-3 victory.
He's got a runner on third. And he throws it wild. LaValliere can't hang on. Manny Lee comes in to score a game-winning run. The Rangers win it 9-8 in a game that lasted 19 hours.
Bob McDonald facing Paul Molitor with runners on, and Molitor goes the other way. Rob Deere, no chance for this. A couple of runs come home. It's 6-5. Molitor had homered earlier in the game for Toronto. Joe Carter also hit one out as the Blue Jays rally to win it 6-5.
Quintana on the day. At the bottom of the 12th, first and second. Carter again after the home run. He gets the game-winning rib. Jeff Russell taking to right field. Here comes Alomar, beats the throw easily. 3-2 the Jays sweep. That would be 7 in a row for Toronto and Joe.
Cañate leading off against Hippolito Pichardo. Pichardo's second pitch, gone. Cañate's first major league home run wins the game for Toronto. He came into the game, Cañate did, 1 for 18.
In the 7th, extra innings in the 10th. Mark Williamson on, facing Tony Fernandez. Cal infield in, bobbles it, throws wide. Chris Hoyles comes off the plate. Paul Molitor, who walked to start the inning, scores the game-winning run. And for the second...
The next batter is Tony Fernandez. Fernandez brings home the game winner. Molitor scores, and the Jays win it in their final at-bat by the final of 2-1.
And hits that one over the head of Yount. Ball game is over. Blue Jays win 11-10.
Bottom of the ninth. Tension rising with Mitch Williams facing Joe Carter. Runners on first and second, and Mr. Carter goes deep to left for only the second time in World Series history. The home team wins it with a home run in the last at bat. The Phillies go down with a gallant effort. Jays win 8-6. They're back-to-back champs. The first time the World Series was won on Canadian turf.